help you understand how you get to live in that big, big house forever. Stephen did his best to explain the gospel. Then she prayed in her own words.
Jesus, come live in my heart and take me to your big, big house when it's time.
Later, of course, what transpired in the kitchen that morning would bring us specific sweet comfort. But at the time, it was just a normal Wednesday. Choosing to See, A Journey of Struggle and Hope by Mary Beth Chapman with Alan Baum. This is the true story of the tragedy that changed the Chapman family forever, told by Mary Beth Chapman, wife of Christian singer and songwriter Stephen Curtis Chapman. It was May 21st, 2008. The sky was a bright springtime blue. Our 23-year-old daughter Emily was at work. Caleb, our 18-year-old, was messing around with his guitar in our music room. And Will, who was 17, had driven over to his school to try out for a play. The girls, Shelly, 8, Stevie Joy, 5, and Maria, who had just turned 5, were running in and out of the house, playing together like they had 1,000 other afternoons.
Here comes Will, Maria. He'll help you get up on the monkey bars. Will! Maria, stop! Mom! Will hit Maria with the car!
Shelly, get your dad. Will, call 911. Will wasn't shocked. He couldn't dial 911. Stephen came around the back corner of the house. He took over the rescue breathing while I called 911. My little girl has been hit by a car. It's really bad. My husband's working on it. Look, this is a trauma situation and we will need life flight. Please believe me, get life flight here. Help me, oh God, please help me. Sirens. The ambulance arrived. They loaded Maria onto a stretcher. The life flight helicopter landed. As we followed the ambulance down the driveway, we saw Will. Stephen lowered his window. Will Franklin! Just remember your father loves you! As we entered the emergency room, we were taken to a small room. We have done everything we could. Maria has in fact passed away. Somehow, in that unthinkable moment, it became clear to Stephen and me that we were standing at the very door of heaven, placing our little girl carefully in the arms of Jesus. Somewhere in the distance, I heard Stephen's voice. As crazy as this seems right now, the only thing I can say to honor the life of my little girl and our terrible loss at this moment is to ask you, please don't miss this. We will all stand here one day and face eternity. If you don't know the one who can give you eternal life, his name is Jesus. You need to meet him. And you really need to meet my little girl in heaven. She's amazing. Maria's body was taken to a private room. I asked for a few minutes alone with her. I'm sorry, Maria. So sorry. If I should have kept a closer eye on you that day. I was too busy as usual. And excited for the plans of Emily's wedding. Please forgive me. Willie is sad too. He loved you with all of his heart and would never have done anything to hurt you. He didn't see you. I know. But you know that now. But I wanted to tell you. Shelly's been brokenhearted too. She feels like in some ways her fault for sending you to get Will. She loves you so much. The next morning, we had a million details to handle. It was unbelievable, in the space of one day, to go from planning a wedding and a graduation to planning a funeral for our 5-year-old. The house was so still. God, we know you're in this, but we're so confused and hurt. You have to show us something tangible so we can know Maria's with you. Please let us see you in this. Please. Please let us see. Stephen was retracing some of Maria's steps into our dining room. Maria had drawn a 6-petaled flower with a green stem and 2 leaves. Only one of the petals was colored in. Blue. Maria's favorite color. We turned it over. Maria had colored an orange butterfly and written a word she'd never ever put down on paper before. The word she wrote was "see." See. It was as if Maria was speaking from heaven, from the very realm of eternity, saying, "See? Can you see? Everything is going to be all right. I am here with Jesus. I am fine. Heaven is real. The gospel is true. You just have to see." I never planned to write this book. No mom can come up with words to express the ripping pain of losing a child. And no words can do justice to the mysteries of God in the midst of tragedy. When people ask how we are doing, the first thing I always say is, I want Maria back. I want my son Will Franklin not to have this as a chapter in his story. I don't really care whose life has been touched or changed because of our loss. That is the heart of a mother who lost a daughter. I believe God can handle my heart, my questions, my anger. It's okay to want Maria back. It's okay to be angry. The question is, what do I do with it all? What do I do with God? In the midst of such heartache, do I really believe that all things work together for good to those that love Him and are called according to His purpose? The answer to that question has come at a great cost. It has been agonizing, choosing to see God at work through the tears of losing my daughter. I have, however, experienced the redemptive part of God. I believe none of my tears have been wasted. God has surprised me over the long days since Maria went to heaven. I found that even when the path is darkest, He leaves little bits of evidence all along the way. Breadcrumbs of grace that can give me what I need to take the next step. But I can only find them if I choose to see.